So earlier today, I mentioned in my stream that I was gonna make a video of incest, relationships, and shit like that. It's random, but a lot of people have probably went through some shit like that or some similar shit, and I want to voice my opinion on that because growing up and having crushes and shit like that was weird. Um, and like a lot of motherfuckers, they keep fucking each other and don't even know their family. Don't even know that you fucking your cousin or you fucking your step bro or your stepsis and don't even know. Um, and a lot of times it's because of how you were raised. A lot of people are not raised around their family, or a lot of people have yet to meet all of their family members and might know before their parents or want to introduce them and shit like that. And like a factor would be the internet, right? A lot of motherfuckers, they online and meet people and they don't even know that they're related. Then shit happens and you find out later and all this extra shit. Cousins fucking cousins. I mean, I feel like God should forgive you if you didn't know. Like if you honestly didn't know. Um, and a lot of times it'd be like, oh, I'm dating this person. This person is kind of related to this person, but like not related to me. I had a situation like that. Like one of the I think in the other videos I mentioned about my friend. Um, he was my older brother's god brother, but me and my older brother don't have the same father. We have the same mother. We don't have the same father. So I always looked at the situation like, well, he's not related to me. And I still think he isn't. Like it's just that would sound weird though. Like explaining that shit would sound weird. I was thinking about that earlier and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make a video about that. But I know of motherfuckers that actually had relationship with someone from their family and didn't even know it. I think I have a set of cousins in my family that are like married and have kids and it's like, whoa. Um and it just be like shit that happens in the family. No one brags about it. No one talks about it. It's real hush hush and you hear rumors, but it's like, what the fuck? And then there are medical concerns with incest relationships. You're related, you're blood, and then you have kids. Sometimes those kids don't come out right. And then basically, my point is why go through all of that when you should really learn your body? You should really play with yourself more. You should really get to know yourself instead of like going through that with motherfuckers and then like, what if you fall in love with someone and that they're your cousin, they're your sibling, you didn't know? That shit is weird. Um, I wish it was something that didn't exist. And then when you bring in religion to it, it's like, well, we're all God's children. So is that incest? So it's just like any sexual activity that takes place between non-spouse family members or close relatives. It's forbidden by law in many countries and is considered highly controversial and shameful. Incest can involve people related by blood, marriage, family, adoption, or lineage, if I'm saying that right. So I just thought that was random. Like, if motherfuckers cop themselves some sex toys and stop fucking around with motherfuckers that they don't know, a lot of this shit wouldn't even exist. I'm just saying. A lot of this shit would not exist. If everyone got along with their family member, if everyone was raised around their family from jump, a lot of this shit wouldn't exist. If families would stop being messy, stop having all these kids out of wedlock, like a lot of this shit wouldn't exist. So it was something random, and I said, let me make a video about it. Um, I know, like, when I was younger and I was around my cousins, it was flirty. We didn't know what the fuck we was doing. And I don't know if they would admit it or not. But today I'm like, that's disgusting. Like, even after I had kids, like, I didn't really have a lot of their cousins around them and stuff like that, because kids are kids. Kids are naive. Kids don't know. Kids mimic what they see. But like, as I was raising my own kids, I realized, nah, we don't need to go through that. But I hear shit like cousins, fucking cousins and shit like that. And it's like, mm-mm. And so I was thinking, when I was offline, I was thinking like about my new kid, because obviously people had issues with how I raised my two sons. I was very stingy with them. And I realized when I said in that other video, I'm not stingy. I'm talking about material shit, but with my kids, I'm the stingiest person there could be. That's why I think I go through half of the shit that I go through. Motherfuckers didn't understand how I was raising them. And they're boys. Boys are always in the middle of some shit. And I wanted to avoid that shit for them. So as much as it hurts, as much as, I don't see them, I'm always thinking about them. My love never changes for them. I always pray that they stay out of trouble. They don't have to go through some shit. A lot of motherfuckers like to put shit on people, like lie on them, and like, how could I say, blame motherfuckers, and they ain't do shit. Even like with cops today, you look like so and so, mistaking them for other people and all this extra shit. My kids need to be themselves. My kids need to be unique. My kids need to be my kids. And I'm pretty sure they have a whole bunch of girls in their family from their father's side. And I don't want none of that shit going on. Okay. Um, I think you could date your cousins, like, take your cousins out, don't have them depressed, don't have them stressed out. Go out with your cousins, like, date yourselves, go out with your cousins and shit. Just keep that shit non-sexual, and you good, if that makes sense. Like, it's okay for like your girlfriend to get jealous because she think that your cousin is the next bitch, or like little shit like that. But I don't know, it's just me. Um yeah. And even for my kids, like, no matter what, use condoms in the future. You avoid a whole bunch of issues, a whole bunch of problems. Even if the situation is not that route with strangers and shit like that, you good with a condom. You good. And I thought that was just some random shit that popped up in my head, and I'm there's gonna be a whole bunch of random videos, but I gotta make sure it goes with what I'm trying to do here. Um, and a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, and I could care less. Just stay off my channel. Um, but yeah, like a lot of motherfuckers and a lot of families, they keep this shit hidden. They keep this shit hush hush, and it's like, why? Um, and I honestly think a sex toy, time with yourself, can avoid all of that. It can avoid incest relationships. It can avoid STIs, STDs, unwanted pregnancies. Who judging you for doing you? That's just how I feel. I'm trying to remember what was the other topic that I said I was going to do. Um, I wanted to do a topic on a discussion on NYC gangs because I was watching the news yesterday, and that was one. NYC gangs, and I think I already spoke about the zombie drug. Um, NYC gangs, zombie drugs, and I kind of briefly spoke about the divine intervention. But yeah, I think it all kind of relates to each other. That's why I wanted to make a video about it. Um yeah, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid no matter what city you're in. Cause like I was watching the news yesterday and these motherfuckers on 42nd bugging, just bugging. And it's like, what the fuck for? You want to be in a gang? What? Like, motherfuckers is kicking each other's heads, stabbing each other on 42nd. Do you know what that means? Like, you looking stupid, you looking foolish with whatever the fuck you got on. And then on 42nd, where like there are so many name brands, so many opportunities, so many like it's supposed to be a happy place. There are tourists on on that strip, and you over there bugging because you want to be in a gang. You want to be tough, tough. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it, and I'm gonna make a separate video about that because I gotta really think about what the fuck I want to say. Um, yeah, and I usually don't watch the news, but I've been watching the news lately, and a lot of shit just don't be making sense to me. And so I figured, let me just um state my opinion on a lot of shit. Ay, ay, ay.